Hey, I'm Yogi Don, your octogenarian yogi. When I began yoga in 1996, I was 57 years old and stiff as a board. I could hardly reach below my knees. In these videos, I'll share what I've learned over the years about yoga's ethics, its philosophy, its poses, its breath work, and meditation. It's helped me and many others, and I know it can help you too. I hope you'll subscribe and share these videos. Okay, so let's get started. May we be protected together, may we be nourished together, may we create strength together, may our work together bring fulfillment, and may there be no disharmonies among us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Today we're going to do a meditation called Yoga Nidra. It will be about 30 minutes long. It's a guided meditation, and to do it, normally we lay down on the floor, but we could also use it sitting in a chair, like a dining room chair or something like that with a straight back. But the normal way, the usual way to do it is to lay down on our backs. For that, we're going to need to have something to put under the back of our head to help cushion our heads, because laying on the floor for 30 minutes, it gets a little hard on the back of the head. Also, it's nice to have a folded or rolled up blanket that you can put under the backs of your knees. That helps to relieve pressure in the low back. So we'll just get ourselves set up. And be ready for Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra brings an incredible calmness, quietness, and clarity. Yoga Nidra is one of the deepest of all meditations, leading awareness through many levels of mental process to a state of supreme stillness and insight. Yoga Nidra means yogic sleep. It is a state of conscious deep sleep. In meditation, you remain in the waking state of consciousness and gently focus the mind while allowing thought patterns, emotions, sensations, and images to arise and go on. However, in Yoga Nidra, you leave the waking state, go past the dreaming state, and go into deep sleep, yet remaining fully awake. While Yoga Nidra is a state that is very relaxing, it can be used to purify and eliminate those deep mental impressions that drive many of our unconscious actions. Now, in the course of the next few minutes, my voice will lead you through several layers of awareness to a deep place within yourself. Through the practice of Yoga Nidra, the practitioner becomes aware and able to access, in an unconscious way, the deeper recesses of the unconscious mind, to attenuate its negative aspects and to reinforce its positive aspects. To this end, as we prepare to begin Yoga Nidra, please take a moment to reflect on what positive aspects of your inner self you would like to purify or reinforce. Try and state your resolve in a few simple words, perhaps something like, "I wish to become a positive force in the world," or "I wish to react positively in the face of negative forces," or again, "I wish to be able to stay grounded in the face of adversity," whatever seems appropriate for yourself. Now choose a quiet place where you will not be disturbed through the practice. Then lie down on your back, on the floor in Shavasana, the corpse pose. You might choose to place a cushion underneath your head, maybe a rolled blanket or a large towel under the backs of your knees. Your body naturally cools during Yoga Nidra, so a light blanket might also be appropriate laid over yourself. Take a moment to reflect on your resolve. Promise yourself you will remain awake throughout the practice. If you do happen to drift off, don't worry about it. Experience tells us that you will still receive some benefit from the practice. As we get ready to start the practice, let your chattery mind float off into the background. Do not try to intellectualize or analyze the instructions, as this will be counterproductive. Simply follow the voice with total attention and feeling, and if thoughts come to disturb you, don't worry, but don't push them away. Simply return your attention to my voice. Now allow your breath and mind to become calm and steady. Let your awareness wander around the room you're in, noting your surroundings. If it is a familiar place, without extra effort, try and visualize your surroundings with new and fresh eyes, as though you are seeing it for the first time. Now you may gently allow your eyes to close. Let your inner attention move outside the room to the sounds coming from a distance. Search out those distant sounds and examine them as though you just arrived from a different planet and know nothing at all about what they are. All you are hearing is sound in general. Allow your awareness of the sounds to move from sound to sound. Trying not to identify the source. Simply hear sound as sound. Now develop your awareness of this room. With your eyes still closed, visualize the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. See your body on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Develop an awareness of all of the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of your deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Just notice without interfering with the flow of the breath. Listen to my voice and know that you are breathing. Now repeat your resolution mentally 3 times without alterations. Now survey the body as if you are really curious, as if you are an explorer, an interior researcher, someone from a different planet. You may experience your gross body as skin, muscle, or bone, or as a feeling awareness, or as a sensation of energy. However you experience your body is okay. Survey your body with your attention from the top of the head to your forehead, your eyebrows and eyes, cheekbones and cheeks. Be aware of your nostrils and the flow of the air through the nostrils. Be aware of the muscles of your mouth, chin, and jaws. Be aware of your neck and throat. Allow your attention to move through these areas. Be aware of the shoulders and of the upper arms, the elbows and the lower arms. Be aware of the wrists and of the hands, the fingers and the tips of the fingers. Be aware of the fingertips and of the fingers, the hands and the wrists. Be aware of the lower arms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. Be aware of the chest. Explore the area of the chest and of the spine. Be aware of the abdomen and explore. Be aware of the hips and of the upper legs, the knees, lower legs, and ankles. Be aware of the feet, the toes, and the tips of the toes. Be aware of the tips of the toes, and the feet. Be aware of the ankles and the lower legs. Be aware of the knees, upper legs, and hips. Be aware of the abdomen and explore what is there. Be aware of the chest and the spine and explore. Be aware of the shoulders and the upper arms, the elbows and the lower arms. Be aware of the wrists and the hands, fingers, and the tips of the fingers. Be aware of the fingertips, the fingers, the hands, and the wrists. Be aware of the lower arms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. Be aware of the neck and of the throat. Be aware of the jaws and the chin and the muscles around the mouth. Be aware of the nostrils and the feel of the flow of the air through the nostrils. Be aware of the cheeks and the cheekbones. Be aware of the eyes and the eyebrows. Be aware of the forehead and of the top of the head. Be aware of the body as one whole being. Allow your attention to come to rest on the forehead. Be aware of the forehead. You may experience it as skin, bone, or some other physical aspect, or as a feeling sensation or awareness. You may or may not see with your inner eye. You may see light such as a point of light like a blue star. Now be aware of your throat. You may experience it in some physical way, or you may experience it as a feeling awareness or sensation. Seeing or not seeing a point of light, a blue star. Be aware of your right shoulder, feeling awareness, sensation, point of light, blue star. Be aware of your right elbow, again as feeling awareness, sensation, point of light, blue star. Be aware of your right wrist. Be aware of the tip of your right thumb. Be aware of the tip of your right index finger. Be aware of the tip of your right middle finger. Be aware of the tip of your right ring finger. Be aware of the tip of your right little finger, your right wrist, elbow, right shoulder. Be aware of your throat center, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, tip of the left thumb, tip of the left index finger, tip of the left middle finger, tip of the left ring finger, tip of the little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, throat center, center of the chest, right chest, center of the chest, left chest, center of the chest, navel center, center of the chest, throat center, space between the eyebrows, now breathe as though your whole body is breathing, as if you are exhaling from the top of your head down to your toes. Breathe as though you are inhaling from the toes to the top of the head. Exhaling from the top of the head down to the toes. Inhaling from the toes to the top of the head. Exhaling from the top of the head to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the ankles. Inhale from the ankles to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the knees. Inhale from the knees to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the knees. Inhale from the knees to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the base of the spine. Inhale from the base of the spine to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the base of the spine. Inhale from the base of the spine to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the throat center. Inhale from the throat center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the bridge of the nose. Inhale from the bridge of the nose to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the bridge of the nose. Inhale from the bridge of the nose to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the space between the eyebrows. Inhale from the space between the eyebrows to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the space between the eyebrows. Inhale from the space between the eyebrows to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the heart center. Inhale from the heart center to the top of the head. Exhale from the top of the head to the heart center. Holding your awareness at the heart center as you continue to breathe naturally and rhythmically. Now be aware of the space between the eyebrows. Breathe as though you are breathing from the space between the eyebrows. Be aware of the space at the throat center. Visualize at the throat a moon. Be aware of the space at the heart center. Go deep, deep into that space. Go deep into the silence. Empty, empty, empty. Go deeply into the silence and the space that is the heart center. Empty, empty, empty. This voice will speak again in 3 minutes. Be aware of the space at the heart center. Be aware of the deep stillness and silence that is in that space. Allow your attention to hold on to that deep stillness and silence. Be aware of the space at the throat. Bring with you that deep stillness and silence. Be aware of that space between the eyebrows. Be aware of the quietness of your mind while remaining aware of that deep stillness and silence that is underneath or behind or subtler than the mind. Be aware of the smoothness of the breath while being aware of that deep stillness and silence that is inside of, deeper than the breath. Be aware of the stillness of the physical body while holding on to the awareness of that deep stillness and silence. While you remain aware of that deep stillness and silence that is underneath, behind, inside, or subtler than the quiet mind, the smooth breath, and the still body. Gently move your fingers and toes. Move your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, however you wish. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, bringing that deep stillness and silence with you. Keep it with you while you resolve often to return to this place of deep stillness and silence. May our bodies be strong, relaxed, and healthy. May our minds be calm, clear, and serene. May our hearts be filled with loving kindness, and may we live our lives in harmony with our true inner selves. May we be friendly toward the joyful, compassionate toward the suffering. May we celebrate the good in others and remain impartial to their faults and imperfections. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Hands in prayer at our hearts, we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you the next time. I hope you'll subscribe and share these videos.